Hi, I'm Todd Jones, host of the podcast Pressbox Access. Here's a clip from my conversation with Tom Archdeacon. Tom recalls a crazy night involving Leon Spinks and a guy with gold chains and a mohawk, who later became known as Mr. T. You mentioned Leon Spinks. You had a few. Leon, can you tell us who, for younger folks, who Leon was, what his story was, and your experience with Leon Spinks?
Well, Leon Spinks grew up real tough in East St. Louis, and then he won the gold medal in '76 Olympics. So he was this young, but he was a real screw up. You know, he a lovable screw up. He was kind of like if Mike Tyson took his meds, that would be Leon Spinks. You know, it was just, yeah. But so he all of a sudden he fights Ali. He's only had 6 pro fights or something. He beats Ali. So all of a sudden he's cast onto the national stage. He was a 10-1 underdog that night, and no one thought he would win. He wins the title, and everything screws up for him. He gets arrested. He splurges his money, and so one night he's driving the wrong way in East St. Louis. No lights on his car. No license plate. Driving the wrong way on the street, no valid driver's license, and cocaine in his hat band. So when the cops pull him over, any 2 of those will get you to jail. All 5 of those, they got him. He gets arrested. They put him in jail. They bail him out, and they bring him down to Miami. They want to ship him to the Bahamas the next day to just kind of get him away from the press for a week or so till everything cools down. Well, they bring him into a hotel in Miami late at night, and the bell caps I had when I worked down there, a lot of the bell caps at the hotel were my friends, and they'd call me up with stories when like celebrities or somebody come around or something happened. So this guy says,
you're sly.
Yeah, Spinks just checked into the hotel. So I go, all right, man. So I head over quick. It's about almost midnight. Write down my little questions I'm going to ask him for. I don't want to go to the front desk because then they'll warn him, or so I just get on the elevator. He told me that he was up in the suite, so I didn't realize there was like 10 suites. So I get out of the elevator, and there's like 10 suites, and I go, what the hell do I do now? And I'm starting to walk around, and it's dark, and I get about 8 doors down. I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I hear glasses clinking and like Barry White coming through the booming out of a boombox through the door, and women laughing, and I figure that's got to be Leon's room. And the next door is cracked open about 3-4 inches, and in there sits Sam Solomon, his manager, and he's on the phone talking to somebody. And so I'll be truthful, I lean down, and I'm eavesdropping, trying to hear what the hell he's saying, getting up, trying to figure out what my next plan is. And all of a sudden the door opens behind me, and here stands a guy that you all probably, His name's Lawrence Tourroad, or as you know him as Mr. T.
Mr. T?
Mr. T. He was a bodyguard for hire before he was, Clubber Lang and a half-assed TV personality and all these other things, So
Hey, Mr. T, he said it, not me.
Yeah. He said it. And so Mr. T's there, and he goes, I'm bent over, eavesdropping. He goes, what are you doing? And I turn around and look over my son and go, nothing. And there's a way you can make a 250-pound white guy moonwalk like Michael Jackson used to moonwalk. He got his finger in my belt loop and pulls me backwards. I'm like sliding along. All of a sudden, out the door comes like his 300-pound assistant. The 2 of them, they take me and they throw me into the room where Sam Solomon is. Solomon's on the phone. I'm just standing there, and these guys are on both sides of me. And it's like 2 refrigerators on both sides. Mr. T's about 5'10". He's not very big. And I can hear behind me, the walls behind me, and there's Leon back there just hollering, and music's going and everything. And Mr. T is standing there. He's got like a leather vest on that's got the sleeves cut out. And he's got these biceps that look like cantaloupes, and he can make those babies jump up and down.
Kind of like you.
Yeah. Well, I can do it with my stomach. I can make my stomach jump. And he's wearing like $5 aftershave lotion and just breathing kind of heavy. So I can smell that, and I'm watching the muscles pop, and I'm hearing Barry White in the background. And I mean, I'm panicked. And finally they get off the phone, and he goes, what do you want? So I come to talk to Leon. He goes, Leon's asleep. I go, what? Mr. T goes, well, time to go. And that other guy, and I had been trying to make conversation with them. They're both wearing sunglasses, midnight, and I'm going, hey, how you guys like Miami? They're not saying a word. They grab me by my belt and throw me in the elevator. I go back to the newspaper, and I'm sitting there, and they're going, man, all right, get started. And as you know, I'm one of the slowest writers in the world, and I type with one finger. Well, still, 50 years in, I type with one finger. All those stories have been with one finger. And it's just, not because there's something wrong with the other 9. There's just, that's the way it is. So I get back there, and I'm thinking, what the hell am I going to write? My notebook hasn't even been opened. And I'm going, man, I need something. I got to have something. I'm thinking and thinking. All of a sudden, I go, there's like 45 minutes left now. I got to get something on the paper. So I write the story I just told you, looking for Leon. I tell about Mr. T. I tell about smelling the aftershave, watching the biceps bounce, Barry White. I thought they were going to throw it back at me. Well, they ran it the next day. People loved it. They go, man, it's like we were there. We could smell it, we could hear it. That was fun. And that's when I realized something real important.
What? What did you realize at that point?
Well, I just realized, besides that I was a screw up, I realized that if you can put yourself there, anytime you can put yourself someplace, whether it's the Olympics or the Reds clubhouse or Ohio State sidelines, you're going someplace where no one else is. Just put them there. Put them in that scene. And so I use that as just 2 little secrets. That, and you try to put a human face on every story. Something, make it, bring it, instead of all the facts and figures, just get one human face on it. And it works, man. It really works. And that's, I kind of learned that, all my career, because I've been a lot of wrong turns in it, has been learning through bumping my head, and things like that. And it worked great. And so that was my Leon story, and it turned out better probably than if I would have interviewed him in the first place.